Hi everyone, this is Vimesy from Mature Gamer Bits and PCs. I want to do a quick video on Elite Dangerous. A few people have asked me about it since I mentioned it on the show, so I thought I might as well do a quick video. It's also been quite a long time since I've done a video, so it seemed like a perfect opportunity. This is, at the moment, coming towards the beginning of September of 2014. This is currently in beta still. The price to get into the beta is 50 quid. Now at retail it will launch for 35, but retail is a good 3 months away, probably. They fully expect to launch on time, but you know me, I'm impatient. I'll quite happily take the £15 hit to get in early and play what they've got. So currently this is me and my ship. This is a Sidewinder. It's your basic starting ship. It has the classic Elite shape. You'll have to forgive me a lot on this because I've never played Elite before, so I never played the old original Elite. I know it only from myth and legend, and so this is all new to me. So I'm going to take you through a little tour. I have not played this extensively. Maybe in open play, which is kind of the standard format, almost like an MMO in many ways. I mean, there's shards everywhere and everything else, but this is as close to the EVE Online experience I can get, where I'm flying my own plane. I've always been fascinated by EVE Online, but I hate the gameplay of it. So I'm hoping this can fulfill my dreams and ambitions. So this is an open play one. There's a few tutorial scenarios of kind of combat mainly. What I'm going to try and do now is do a little video of trade and show you your you know, if you're not going to go out and be combat, or you need to earn money, you need to do something. You can either go be a pirate. You'll probably get owned, especially at the beginning part of the game, because your ship isn't really equipped for it. And let's face it, there are players out there with higher skill than me. So I'm going to try a little bit of trading. At the moment I'm docked in the Dahan Gateway, and I'm now going to go and buy some stuff. Okay, so what I can do here is you'll have to forgive if you can hear keyboard sounds and stuff. I was talking on the show about me using a piece of software called Voice Attack, where it basically takes what I say into a speech recognition thing and transforms it into a signal which comes back to the game, which presses the button. So if I say something like, I don't know, comms panel, it will recognise that and open my comms panel in game. It's a fantastic piece of software. It's only about $8, but obviously when I'm recording a video and I'm doing live commentary, it could get tech. It could get slightly confused, so I'm just turned it off and I'm trying to struggle with the keyboard commands. So anyway, if I go into my cargo here, you can see my cargo hold is completely empty. I can loads of those modules I can choose from. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out of that, and I'm going to go into Starport Services, and that allows me to come into the Dahan Gateway Starport Services and look down various things. So I've got fuel and munitions. Well, you can see my fuel tank is well full. The bulletin board will give me various missions and stuff like this, so I could go in there and I could choose a special mission. I'm not going to do that currently. I'm going to instead go into the commodities market and see what's there. Oh my god, it's huge. So okay, I need a little bit of guidance. What do I buy, what do I sell? Well, the best way to do this, I've found, and I'm again kind of guessing, is to this time go into my navigation panel here and have a look on the galaxy map. And the galaxy map is wonderful. Look at this. This is my galaxy map. If I put my view back to a standard view, this is what they call the realistic view. And this is my system here. This is where I am, Dahan. That's where I started off running. When you first boot into the game, that's probably where you'll start. And you can see how dark it is out there in space as we look far away, and how beautiful it is towards the galactic centre. And if you zoom right the way out, that sphere there represents what is playable at the moment in the beta, and believe me, that is big enough. But as you zoom out, they reckon that in time every single planet in here you'll be able to visit, which is just ridiculous. So yeah, okay, but currently here's your systems in there. Sol's in there somewhere. I'm sure we could find our own planet if we want to, but everyone does it, so I'm not going to. So here I am in Dahan. I want to trade something with somewhere. The thick lines here are what I can basically travel to with the fuel load I've got on me without having to worry about refueling. So I couldn't go from, say, Dahan to LP98-132. I haven't got the fuel for it. Okay, so instead I'm looking at Celis Prime, Aranin, or here, Morgor, which is hopefully not the one at Lord of the Rings fame. Yes, I know it's Mordor. So this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip my view into this map, which is your trade route map. And this basically shows you down here a colour coding of your trade routes. So what materials are being traded to where. That's all very, very confusing, but effectively if I take these out, I have a feeling that one of the ones that Dahan does quite well is probably metals. So if I look at metals, you can see where I export, and yes, look, there is a trade route between Dahan and Acellus Primus. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to go and look for some metals, and I'm going to try and travel to Acellus Primus and then sell them. So out of here, back into Starport Services. Lovely little music. And I'm going to go into the commodities market. And where are metals? Oh, anyone see metals anywhere? Metals, here we go. So what's got a good, so that's 574. Okay, so aluminium. Bear in mind I've only got a little bit of money. Okay, there's my money down there, 1,337 credits. You start off with 1,000, so I've done a little bit of successful trading already, but your profit margin is right. It's a rinse and repeat game. So aluminium here, I could buy for 170 with a possible 50. So this will make me about 200 credits if I do a successful trade route. So that's about as good as I can hope for at the moment. So I'm going to buy 4 of those because that's all my cargo space will allow.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
There you go, my cargo is at maximum capacity. And I can exit out of that. And if I look now in my cargo hold, there you go, aluminium quantity 4. Excellent. So I'm now going to launch out of here and get some flying done. So I'm going to do this piece by piece just because I really like the animations in it. So the first thing I'm going to do is return to surface. This is me in my docking space. Wow. So I'm not very good at launching and docking, so you'll have to kind of bear with me as I balls this up completely. So launch.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
I'm using my vertical thrusters now to just arrange me. You'll have seen actually as I went down, it that centre middle dash is now my landing target. So if I wanted to line myself up with the landing platform, I could do, but currently I just want to get the hell out of Dodge, so I'm just going to use my... Oh, hello, what's going on there? Somebody crashed and burned. There's my exit. And I'm just going to accelerate out of here. Nice docking procedure. So this is my... It's beautiful, isn't it? This is the space station at Dahan. You can see here coming up to the exit to the port. On the right side you've got red lights, on the left side you've got green lights. That's basically the way you should enter and exit. So I'm going green. That's the way that's supposed to be good to go. Don't want to be going out the red side because guess what? Yeah, I'll probably hit something. Whee. That's just to confuse you because now I'm going out the right side. So, like I said, it doesn't help that this joystick has got the axis around the wrong way for the rudders. New joystick I'm using, by the way, is a Black Widow, only because it was like 20 quid from Amazon. So I'm going to fly out here. What I want to do is really get some space between me and... Let's increase my thrusters. Burn that out. And then what I want to do is just turn my assist off so I can flip around here and show you. I'm going to try and fly backwards a little bit. I'm not very good at this, so you're going to have to bear with me. Flying with the assist off basically means that you've got real physics. So there was the Han space station. Lovely, isn't it? So if I turn my assist back on now, there we go, isn't it beautiful? So I'm about stagnant in space. I'm going to flip around here. I'm going to try and use my map here to find... there we go, Acellus Primus. Lock destination. I'm not going to engage hyperdrive because I like to do that manually because it's geeky. So what's that over there? Acellus Primus. Brilliant. So I'm just going to have a quick look around. Increase my speed a little bit just to show you how beautiful this place is. I'm not going to go through all the ship consoles and stuff because let's face it, if you've been playing any video games at all, you'll know all about things like your shield icons, your hull integrity, your ship temp, and also on the right there your systems engine weapons systems, which means you can alternate power between them, putting it all to the engines, all to the weapons, all to the whatever. Having said I wasn't going to do it, I've just kind of done it. So I'm going to target Celis Primus, and I can just increase my power, and then I'm going to jump into... Oh shit, that would be why I've got my landing gear still down. If you look down there on the bottom right, you can see that my landing gear is still deployed because I'm a Muppet. So I don't need the button to do that automatically, so I'm just going to have to go into here. Oh, functions, isn't it? There we go. Landing gear deployed, landing gear retracted. So now, my landing gear is retracted.
Drive charging.
I can charge up my drive. And continue to jump to hyperspace.
4, 3, 2,
Release the hyperspace. So now we're basically travelling in hyperspace, and when we get near Celis Primus, it will drop us out into kind of a... Oh, hello space station. Oh, okay. First thing I want to do is throttle down out of that. I do not want to go near a sun. Okay. Let's have a look around. I need to just stay away from a swan. Now, this bit I don't do very well. There's a nav beacon. I don't want a nav beacon. Just searching a little bit. Oh, there we go. What's this? Celis 1, 2, 3. Celis Primus. There we go. So I'm going to lock in a target for that. That's where I want to head. So this is kind of like a, I don't know, subspace, I guess. You can still be what they call interdicted here, which means you can be set upon or brought out of it. But effectively this is kind of like sublight travel between planets. So yeah, we just sit on this course for a little while. And travel. But this is an absolutely beautiful game. So a few people have asked me about the difference between this and the fact that I can't even remember his name speaks volumes for it. The Wing Commander backup thingy, Star Citizen. I've not played a lot of Star Citizen. It feels much more arcadey. At the moment they've only got a multiplayer sort of element available to test. So there's no kind of open play or anything like that. But you know, one of the reasons why I haven't played much Star Citizen is because I've been playing an awful lot of this instead. So that should tell you more than, let's say, Beagle 2 London. That looks about right. Where's that? Where's Beagle 2 London? So this is where Vimesy gets it completely wrong and is actually going in completely the wrong direction. Ah, there we are. Woohoo! So I'm going to try and land there. Yeah, as you can see, I'm not expert in this whatsoever. I'm still flying away, still finding my feet, but part of it's great. The first time I tried to land my ship, I had a much fun. I just spent... Well, can I overshoot that? I had so much fun just looking around the space station for the entrance. It took me so long just to work out that that I could just, you know, how to land on the damn thing. Because I just looking at all these entrance and exits, it was spinning around in front of me. I was getting completely lost, couldn't work it out at all. When I finally worked out how to do it and actually managed to dock for the first time successfully, it's such a kick. It really is. You feel such a, you know, so awesome for doing it. So here we come to Beagle. I need to make sure that if you see on the bottom left there are two gauges, one for distance, one for speed. I effectively need to hit the blue for both of those. So my speed is about right, and then my distance will drop down. And when I'm in that blue range, it will allow me to a little bit a bit quicker. It will allow me to orbit that station. Basically, it will take me into that shard, so I should be okay. Having overshot it completely the first time, I should be okay just to land that in. So very nice and gently. There are combat scenarios and stuff, and there's pirating and things like that. I'm not the best person to speak to about those. Combat scenarios I find quite difficult in this game, just because I'm still getting used to the basic functioning of it. Silent running, flicking weapons and stuff, and just the controls of it. I used to have an X52 joystick a while ago, which had the rudder control actually on the joystick, and I find it a little difficult to get back into that sort of. This new joystick, the Black Widow, doesn't have that. It has the rudder controls on the throttle control, which is fine. You know, I'll get used to it. But yeah, for now, I'm just still playing with it, toying with it, working out the best way of doing this. Someone's going to contact me at some point and say, you know what, Vimesy, you're doing this all wrong. There's a much quicker way of doing this. If there is, please tell me, because I don't know what it is. The subspace thing is not something I've dealt with before in any other game. Normally it's just launch from a Battlestar Galactica type thing in free space and straight into combat. This is much more complicated than most flight sims I've ever played before. So you see now my distance is cracking down, and as soon as I get within probably about 2000k, it will allow me to do something where I can jump out of subspace. I'm calling it subspace. Safe distance gauge ready, so I can just kick into that. And this is the bit basically where it will judder for a little while, because it's effectively loading me into the shard that holds that planet. Might take a little bit of time, so we can just. I need some little hold music, don't I? Some elevator music or something. But otherwise, if you are interested in Elite Dangerous, this is just. It's got that right level of complexity. It's not forcing you to do anything that you don't want to. You don't have to worry about taking different approaches to combat. Putting power to different systems or getting overly complicated with it. You could, if you wanted to, not do anything. You could just, I think I'm going over this way. You could just literally fly and shoot. I'm not going to deploy my hard points here, which is basically bring out my weapons, because I could get shot down by the defences of this particular space station. So the thing that confused me the hell of a time before was I was waiting for this thing. I was trying to work out where the hell do I land it. Where's the entrance? How do I go into this thing? And then I worked out obviously it's spinning on an axis. So the way I want to go is around the axes. So hopefully I'm one of these in a minute. I am gonna. Oh, let's put that. Let's go that way. Space is ace. I haven't got the, unfortunately, if I had track IR or something, I could keep my head up while travelling on. I could do my flight assist, I suppose. Let's kick that on. Kick into the flight assist off. Throttle back. And I should be able to just fly sideways. See where I want to go. That's good. Quite difficult to fly without flight assist. There it is. That's where I want to be. See that little dock port there? That's where I want to be. Vimesy, you're a genius sometimes. Right, so I'll drop out of assist mode. Okay, so that's where it goes. I do love doing that, and I will get better at it, I promise. So now, When I get to within about 7 clicks of this, it should allow me to ask for permission to land. So there's my 7k. I'm just going to throw that up a little bit. Come down here, find my contacts. There we go, BBC landing, press docking.
Request granted.
So there it's giving me at the bottom of my screen, just above my map, it says proceed to landing pad 36, and I've got just under 10 minutes in which to do the dock. If you don't do the dock, apparently the space station's defences will open fire on you. Now I've ballsed it up once before. Like I said, I spent 10 minutes trying to work out where the hell the dock was, and it didn't open fire on me, but that was because I flew away very, very quickly, and then just allowed me to come back in and have another go, effectively. So I don't know how true to life that is. Again, you can see the red on the right, the green on the left, on the barriers. So I'm just going to throttle back because I'm not going to too fast. All engines to shields, just to make sure the shields are up. There's another ship there. Whatever it is it's doing. So I'm in, so I'm looking for pad 36. There it is, right in front of me. Awesome! So I'm just going to power down to that one. Don't go down too fast there. Ooh, he says going down too fast. Throttle back. Oh, parking is never my strong point. And we're just going to stop there, I think. Roll it back a little bit. I have no idea. There's 36. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to use my vertical thrusters to drop me down a little bit. This is where I kind of switch to keyboard control a little bit. I really want a camera underneath me. Oh, there's my dock. I can point my nose down. Oh, right, okay, so I'm probably going to need to go a little bit forward, but I'm going to drop down a little bit further. Yeah, I'm going to go forward a little bit, I imagine. A little bit of speed, right?
Warning,
Oh,
landing gear not deployed.
Let's go back a little bit, a bit forward a bit. So there you can see in the middle of the screen, what's replaced my map panel is effectively my ship, and you just have to line it up like so, and then drop the ship down, 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 and it should get taken over at some point as long as it's in the blue. Of course, there is one special thing that obviously all pros will remember. Landing gear.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
So as soon as I've done that, I'm here. I'm going to I'm not even going to bother going to the hangar. I'm just going to go straight to Starport Services, see if I can offload some of this aluminium that I bought. So into the commodities market. What have I got? What have I got? I bet you I'm going to make a loss on this now. So into metals. Let's get the mouse out. Into metals. Titanium. Hello, titanium. Tantalum. Brilliant. Brilliant. No. Okay. So, appear to... Oh. I'm an idiot. I'm looking for aluminium, aren't I? So I can sell to market for 138. I bought it for 170. Yeah, that's not going well. So I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to check out my galaxy map, find somewhere else to do and tout my wares, see if someone else will buy it for more money. But anyway, that's a quick introduction to Elite. I'm sorry I'm rubbish. I will get better. To give you some indication, I've played about an hour before this, and so you can see fairly simply it doesn't take that long to get a basic understanding of it, but with a bit more practice I would be fluent. And you know, landing now, docking, if you can imagine that whole process I've just done, which just took me a couple of minutes to line up and go in. I've seen people do that in one swoop and just swing into the and down within like 30 seconds because they're pros. So anyway, go forth, enjoy. I hope this video has been of some help to you. Comment in the section below, please. Stick a like up if you want it, and subscribe if you want more. The more subs I get, the more videos I put out. Understanding that I haven't put many out recently. But hey, thanks very much for watching. Cheers.